What's up, guys? Fanrantan here, back with another LEGO build video. And in this one, we are doing the LEGO Marvel's Spider-Man and Ghost Rider versus Carnage. It has 212 pieces, 3 characters, 1 vehicle in it. And let's get to building. Alright. In the box, it comes with 1 instruction manual, 4 bags of parts. So, let's put that down here. Let's get building. So, over here. The flames. Huh. This is all one piece. Ghost Rider's head is one piece. It cannot be taken apart. Alright. Now let's make our characters. So, first off, we got Spidey. So, blue legs and the white web shooters. Okay, there we go. Now for Ghost Rider. His black legs. That's not it. His legs are over here. There's Ghost Rider, and now for Carnage. 2. Nice. And for Carnage, we're going to need 4 of these and 4 of these pieces. Like this. Alright, so here is our Carnage figure. I will move him off to the side. So let's get started on the build. So, first we're going to need this 2x4 plate. Then we're going to need a 2x2 plate. Then we're going to need a 2x3 plate, as well as a 1x2 plate with a horizontal bar on one side. Then we're going to need this bottom plate. Now we're going to need another one of the 2x3 plates with those, as well as another 2x2 plate, followed by a 1x2 plate with 2 hooks on one side. This will go like that. Alright. Now, let's put our steering wheel piece in. Next we have a 1x2 slanted piece. Next we're going to need another 2x2 plate, followed by a 2x4 plate, followed by a 1x2 plate. Next we're going to need 2 1x2 plates with a 1x4 vertical plate going downwards. That actually goes here. Next we're going to need 2 1x1 plates with a 1x1 vertical plate going down. Then we're going to need the same thing but in the 2x2 variant. Now we're going to need another 2x2 plate, followed by a 3x4 plate with 4 studs on the center, in the center. Now we're going to need 2 2x4 plates, as well as a 1x6 plate. Now we're going to need 3 2x6 plates, and then we're going to need 4 of the 2.5x4 wheel wells. So there we are. Next we're going to need a 1x4 brick with 4 studs on one side. Then we're going to need a 2x4 brick. Next we're going to need 2 2x3 bricks. Next, we're going to need 2 1x2 bricks with a hole in the center. And then we're going to need 2 1x2 vent pieces. Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 bricks with an indented stud on one side. Put those pieces on the stud in front of the vent pieces. All right. Next, we're going to need 2 1x6 bricks, followed by 2 1x1 bricks, now we're going to need 2 2x2 plates, and then a 2x6 plate. So that's what it looks like. Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 plates. Fill in the back there. Next, we're going to need 4 more of the 1x1 plates. Alright, now let's move this off to the side for a second. And we are going to do the front bumper part. So, let's start off with a 1x6 plate, followed by a 2x4 plate, then 2 1x1 plates, alright, next we're going to need 3 2x1.5 plates, and the reason for the half is this little trench thing on the piece. Next, we're going to need 2 of these 1x2 sloped pieces. Now we're going to need a 1x2 plate with a horizontal bar on one side. Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 circular studs, circular clear studs, and 2 more of the 1x2 sloped pieces. Now, we're going to need a 1x2 brick with 2 studs on both of the 2 long side. And we're going to need 2 of the 1x2 plates. Put those like that. Put this like that. Put this on like that. And that will go like that. Alright, now we're going to need 2 of the 1x1 bricks with an indented stud on one side. Then we're going to need 2 1x1 plates. Put those like this. Next, we're going to need this 1x4 plate with notches on top. I'm going to put that on like this. So that makes it not move. Next, we're going to need two 1x2 plates, followed by two 1x2 smooth plates. Pieces, right? Yeah. Alright, boom, boom. Next, we're going to flip it over. And we're going to need two more of the 1x2 sloped plates. We're putting it on the back there. Alright, next, we're going to need 6 of the 1x2 sloped pieces, and then 2 of the 1x1 slope or angled pieces. Gonna need 6 of the angled pieces. So we're gonna put it like that. And now same thing for the other side. So now we're going to need 4 of these Technic pieces. All right. Now we're going to need 2 of the 1x2 sloped pieces, followed by a 1x1 smooth plate, followed by 2 1x6 smooth pieces. Let's see what I'm... Alright, now we're going to need a 1x4 smooth plate with 2 studs on either end. Then we're going to need a 1x4 smooth plate. Then we're going to need a 1x2 smooth plate with 1 stud in the center. Now we're going to need 2 1x4 smooth plates. Next, we're going to need a 3x4 plate with 4 studs in a line there. Alright, now let's put this off to the side for a second. Now, let's take a 1x6 plate, followed by 2 2x2 plates, followed by another 2x2 plate with 2 studs on one side. Next, we're going to need 2 1x2 plates with a hook on top. Now let's take this 1x2 rounded plate, put it on there. Next, we're going to need a 1x2 slanted plate, followed by 2 2x3 sloped plates. Next, we're going to need 2 of the 1.5x2 plates with the trench on one side. Now let's flip that over. Alright, now let's take this 1x4 plate, then this 2x1 brick with 2 studs on the 2 long end. Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 bricks with an indented stud on one side. Next, we're going to need 4 1x1 plates, as well as a 1x2 plate with 1 stud on this in the center. So, Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 plates with a 1x1 vertical plate going up. Now we're going to need 2 1x2 plates. This will go like that. And then this will go on like this. Alright. Now we're going to need 3 1x1 smooth plates. So 1, 2, and then on the very back. Now we're going to need 2 of the 1x2 smooth plates, as well as 2 more of the same, but in a red tinted color. Alright. Now, we're going to need a 4x4 plate with 4 studs on one end. Go there. Now we're going to need 2 2x4 plates. Now we're going to need 2 1x1 studs. And then 2 1x6 plates. Smooth plates. Now we're going to need a 2x2 clear brick with a slope on it on one side. Next, we're going to need 2 1x4 bricks with a 1x3 slope on one side. There and there. Next, we're going to need 2 1x1 bricks with an indented stud, followed by 2 1x1 slanted pieces. these will go there. Next, we're going to need a 1x4 plate. Next, we're going to need this 3x4 windshield piece and a 4x4 plate. That will go there. Alright, now, move this off to the side for a second. Now, let's take two 1x3 plates. Now, let's put the stud shooters. Let's put 3 of the stud shooters on. Make sure they have their firing mechanism. Next, we're going to need 3 of these pieces. But first, we're going to need a 1x3 plate. Then we're going to need 3 of those. Boop, boop, boop. And this goes on the front like this. Now for the tires. So, I'm going to need 2 of the big tires first. The big tires will go on the back. Then the smaller tires will go on the front. So, alright, now we're going to put 4 of these in the tires. So, alright. Now, we do still have the fire effects that we could put on. So, let's do that. So, now, we're going to take off the front 1x2 sloped pieces on either side, and then the sloped piece on the back. Then, let's flip it over. That'll make this easier. We have a 1x1 plate that has a hook on it, as well as a 1x1 cone piece. And we're going to need a 1x1 stud. And so we're going to need to do that on both sides. Now, let's take 2 of the smaller flame pieces. Put them like that. Then the 2 bigger flame pieces will be going out of the back. Now let's take these 2 flame pieces, put them on like this. And we're also going to put one of these small flame pieces on this side. And then load the stud shooter. All right. All right, so let's take all of this there. All right, here we go. Actually, so that is the end of this video, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, as well as follow me on Instagram at fanrantan48. And if you like what I do, consider supporting me on Patreon at fanrantan. Also, comment down below if you like me explaining what I'm doing. That will help me greatly. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.